What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I would like to welcome you to my podcast, The House of Cush, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about astrology, rootwork, conjure, tarot, culture, and a little bit of everything in between. So, welcome to all the new listeners. I appreciate y'all for tapping in and checking me out. And thank you so much to the OGs who continue to support and, engage with my content and my business. Now, speaking of engagement, y'all, don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You never know who it can help, all right? Now, let's just get our pause on while we open these roads. I'm going to go ahead and open the roads earlier than I usually do today, just in case I get any, downloads. I get any extra downloads. So I want them to be focused and intentional, right? All right. Thank you for opening the roads for me on behalf of the tribe. Thank you for covering and protecting as we go on this journey. And thank you for the gift again. I do not abuse it. I honor it. I appreciate it. And I love it. All right. So, yeah, let's get into it. Now, today's energy is very, Venus. It's giving Friday. Very much self-care. Very much take some time. Today was like a slow rising. And nothing is wrong with that. There is the energy of that Mercury retrograde that's shining through, causing you to step with a little bit more intention, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Now, for the purpose of trying to make sure that we navigate this season with some sort of strategy, we are going to look towards the Cush Almanac for today. Now, the Cush Almanac for today, it does have us still sitting in a waxing gibbous, really a first quarter moon, really a Cancer, but it's still an attraction energy here. Now, Mercury is doing this big one. Like I said, it is in retrograde in Pisces, so there's a lot of illusions and delusions that are being reviewed and looked into, spiritually speaking. Maybe you want to pay attention to your dreams and downloads that you're getting right now. Cancer is retrograding with Jupiter's energy, so that's also something that you want to be following your instinct and pouring into and nurturing. You may be focusing more in on building an inner strength, an inner network, an inner spiritual team, as opposed to like a strong physical team. Is which one is more important to you right now? Now, the nodes in themselves are retrograding in Pisces. Again, a lot of things that we were seeing for one way, we're now being forced to kind of see the reality of that, but also navigating it in a way, because you can't call every single thing out. If you see an entity, if you see certain energies, you can't just say it boom. That's not a wise situation. So this is more about adjusting and adapting to the energies around you so that you can have success. Now, a lot of the energies that are at 0 degrees today are surrounding Mercury, conjuncting in Venus. That's at 0 degrees. So they are somewhat working in unison. So it's a favorable day to maybe speak to your spirit team and show yourself a lot of love when it comes to resting and engaging with energy that supports, I don't want to say support your delusion, but support your dreams. You don't need anybody killing the dream. You want to kill the ego, not the dream, right? You want to put some sort of spine or process to it, right? So it's not necessarily about being super realistic, but putting belt to ass when it comes to your desires. You've got to put one foot in front of the other is really what I'm saying. Especially with Saturn conjuncting Neptune. It's yeah, you can definitely have whatever it is that you can dream up, that you can create and imagine, but you've got to create it with your mind, with your hands, with fire, with passion, with action above all else. Now, we slipping down here into this north node in Pisces, conjuncting the sun in Pisces at 0 degrees. So again, the blinders, while they may exist, there still needs to be some sort of realistic plan, especially when it comes to deciding who, what, why, where shapes your identity or your higher self. That's where the sun sits in your higher self, your ego, your identity, how you are being and interpreting even just your own energy and how you express that, right? So that's more of a deeper situation. Now, We don't have any more 0 degrees. So I'm going to tap out. We shall tap out. Now let's get into this reading for today, because that's what I really came here for. I said I'll go ahead and give a little Cush Almanac tease, but the reading, Spirit is asking that this be a recorded public reading today, so that's why I'm here. Broken clock. Somebody needs to stop worrying about time. Time is relative. Time is about perspective. It ebbs and it flows. Somebody needs to stop focusing so much on how much time you have to do something. Let's see. Ancestors. Yeah, there's some sort of help coming here. Maybe looking to receive some sort of assistance. You could have gotten some sort of loan or grant in the past, maybe, or maybe exploring the idea of doing so. Presently, there is a lack of balance, though. Things are kind of shaky with the 2 of coins in reverse. There's a lack of balance here because of a broken contract. Courting in reverse. This is a broken contract that you're enduring from the past, and it's like stopping 3 of baskets in reverse. It's stopping some sort of camaraderie. A sense of community here is lacking due to this end of this contract. Like you ended a contract in a relationship, and it's like you lost like the secondary third parties too. Ending the contract also released you from the third party. So I don't know if that's, sometimes it's a relief to have to not deal with people's like family and their extra additives that you shouldn't have had to do anyway, because you were doing a lot. Maybe you could have been helping out with this situation, and this imbalance, this lack of sharing, ebbing and flowing, caused the contract to be null and void. So yeah, you're not looking to continue on 3 months. Within 3 months, there's going to be some sort of movement. Maybe you're being guided in another direction. It's time to start anew. One day is significant with the Ace of Sticks. So starting anew. Tell me about the 6 of Pentacles here. Yeah, you were pouring into somebody that just couldn't give you anything back. The system that you were pouring into, this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Coins in reverse, right? It's showing me in the past you were helping energies that just didn't even have the capacity to show you that same type of loyalty or assistance. Yeah, this could have been a family of hustlers, a family of just people trying to get rich quick. They don't like have financial protection. They don't have any solid plans, or at least in the past they didn't. I got, like I said, the 10 of Coins and the 9 of Coins in reverse. Yeah, so there's a negative thought process that you kind of keep revisiting. You've been revisiting for this for about 6 weeks, and it's kind of magnifying the issue at hand, right? It's almost to a point where it's obsessive, dare I say. Capricorn could be involved here. Yeah, you've been obsessively thinking about how you may have been encountering some not so savory energy that didn't allow you to reap the benefits of your investment. Capricorn season. Tell me about the 2 of Pentacles here, 2 of Coins. So there is a Virgo here possibly. I got a 2 for 1, so I'm going to take it. An imbalance was created here. Now it's time for you to ground your plans, because you're not quite sure about which way to go. You're not sure about which route to take. You're stuck in your mind about the direction you should go in terms of something. Maybe there's a delay. This is delaying you making a decision, delaying you healing. This month is significant. So there's the possibility of healing the delays, but you're stuck in your head. There's a commitment here. Commitment to something, again, that just doesn't give you any reciprocity. Maybe, again, still like mulling over getting something back from those energies, right? Now, the courting card in reverse is showing me that when you ended this contract, this allowed you to lift some sort of burden here. And it lifted a burden like rather quickly. There was a 10-day turnaround here. And now you can see that things are moving along, and justice is being served. I got Cancer as well as Libra energy here with the collective. So yeah, when you ended this contract, the burden was lifted. Like, things are moving along quickly, and justice is like being served, is balancing itself out. You may be moving on from this relocation, again, leaving places that do not honor you and value you. There's a lot of disharmony that you could be walking away from, right? Now, in the near future, possibly by Taurus season, that's what, late April, early May, there maybe have been some sort of party that's, you're not able to celebrate with these energies anymore. It's just not what it should be. It's not natural. It's not what should be going on. There could be a bitterness here, maybe some serious disrespect among this group of friends, very unconventional. Like, this wasn't the way this ended wasn't how like you would have liked it to end. It's not the normal way a friendship or a partnership would have ended. And the reason being is because, first of all, it's the not knowing that you have enemies, the not knowing that this is a specific situation you should be armoring up and protecting yourself in, because this person was doing some sort of manipulation or baneful magic. A Gemini could also be significant here. Can't protect yourself because this person was doing baneful magic. So the reality of the situation could be this Sagittarius and this King of Pentacles energy. Like, yeah, this person was so stubborn and so selfish, so very much immature. This could be a Taurus masculine. Losing out, didn't follow the rules, didn't do it the right way. When this ended, again, like I said, you were stripped of some sort of protection here, because like a Sagittarius could have been doing some sort of baneful magic on you. And then you got that King of Pentacles and that Son of Baskets, that very immature, melancholy type of energy. But this person may be upset about their positioning. It could be involving a Father of Baskets, that's water sign. Maybe wishing they had had the wisdom to do what was right, but they were upset and they were being stubborn. But now you've got some sort of toxic home life or family situation playing out in the background. And maybe this person is like under judgment, or their family could be under judgment. Didn't get a wish fulfillment, under judgment for not walking away. Libra, not walking away. Yeah, somebody refused to change their mind about something. They refused to switch up. And it caused some delays in the career, the job market, caused you delays of losing out on an opportunity, a business opportunity. Yeah, somebody wasn't confirmation. Somebody wasn't aligned. And now there seems to be some sort of victory here, because their victory in 6 days, things easing up in 6 days, because this person they may have tried to con you in the past, and it destroyed your relationship with this person. There's beyond repair, but a cycle has still stayed open, because there are lies that are still coming out. People is trying to cover them up, but 5 weeks, there's some sort of lie here, covering up a lie. Looks like a Mother of Coins, Queen of Pentacles energy here. Somebody is unable to nurture and invest. They nurture themselves. There is an investment here, a long-term investment. Maybe you're waiting around to see where the chips may fall. But this situation is not going to get a rebirth, because there's a delay here. This person may be delaying your actions, delaying you from moving freely, delaying you from having some form of independence. That's why they're being X'd out of your energy field. Yeah, there's some sort of power that's being recognized here. Having the power to avoid a tower, being guided away from a tower that could have stagnated you 4 months ago. But now that you've acquired some sort of knowledge here in this Queen of Swords energy, now you're recognizing and able to receive those blessings. Sun card, Leo here. You're able to receive those blessings. Yeah, your table is being prepared, like 9 of Baskets, 9 of Cups. Somebody seems to be measuring the time time here, and this is causing some sort of impatience. You could be the air sign masculine in question, or Taurus feminine could be significant, but it looks like you kind of like feeling more pressed for time right now, and it's causing you to be impatient or not recognize the results. This is where you need to build your strength. The weekend is very significant. Yeah, everything is being stabilized, but you may have lacked some sort of support or assistance here. You lacked guidance. You could have had a Empress in reverse, Aries in your life that, you know, didn't guide you, didn't do what they were supposed to do. Somebody's energy is putting them in a Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So now it's time to plan anew. This person may be planning or trying to scheme and come up with some other ideas, but you can see this person coming. You sense that there's something being done here to slow down your progress. So it's not like whatever it is they doing, they're unseen, because you definitely can see. Yeah, you see your progress is slowing down. You're having an issue with investing in something stable, like building something stable. Ooh, that Ten of Knives. There's a lot of hidden animosity here, and it's coming from that Mother of Sticks. This person seems to be taking a stance, doing something intentionally here. This person may have 5 years ago offered some sort of help, and it seems as though there's a conversation being had with a King of Wands here that may be quite passionate about healing some sort of animosity. Now there may be a fight happening or some sort of resistance because you're being handled differently, and this person is under the illusion that they're fighting with you. But the point is, you're not even invested in this. This is not even something you're interested in. You're more focused on taking care of yourself. There's a lot of emotional things that you could be working through right now. Cancer, feminine energy is very significant. So you're focused on nurturing, you could be confirmation, you could be nesting, again, paying attention to signs and synchronicities. I'm also hearing signs could come at night or in your dreams. Yeah, definitely. Maybe after you take some sort of spiritual bath, you will get a clear view of who is doing the gossiping, who is doing the Five of Sticks in reverse energy, like being messy, frenemy energy. Yeah, and this could be an Aquarius that you've been thinking about. You probably realizing that it's an Aquarius when you do this sort of resting kind of meditation, but there is something again that you can't seem to let go of. The soil is dirty in this space. That's what we're trying to tell you, and you need to free yourself from a space where you can't harvest, you can't really do anything. Surrender. Yeah, we're trying to tell you this is not a space to build. Maybe take some time to think, gain some perspective, because again, there are so many negative ass energies that are circling you like sharks in the water. Okay, walking away though, because it's already a burden within itself. The weekend is very significant. This weekend is significant to somebody. Again, it is Friday, so why am I not shocked? Brief intermission as I get ready to go through these cards. Now, you guys are able to join in on getting your spiritual strategy sessions done. Today, I am available for live readings, or you could sign up to do a recorded reading. But I am available for live readings between 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys can reach out to me and we can start getting some clarity and some strategy about your next steps. What should we do next? Yeah. Because it's kind of hard for you to surrender because you don't really have a plan. You don't have a clear plan. And so that's kind of throwing you off, or the plan, you don't trust the plan. And maybe that's why you need some sort of clarity about these partnerships and how you're going to move forward, because you are, in order for you to find this Eight of Baskets, Eight of Cups harmony energy, you know, it is going to take a bit. It's going to take action. It's going to take, you know, tracking up that hill and being emotionally intelligent enough to know when something no longer serves you. Yeah, you can't celebrate in these unconventional amongst these people. Heartbroken. Black magic. Yeah, somebody's still moving foul. They still trying to control the temperature in the room, which is very interesting to say the least. Like, they're still heavily invested in controlling the temperature, even though you've pivoted after each delay. Like, they didn't want you to have this rebirth, and they tried to slow you down, but every single time they threw something in your way, it's like you still managed to pivot. You pivot each and every time, and maybe it's because you do surrender. Let's see what the guides are saying. Yeah, there's that Fool in reverse. What about it? Yeah, somebody's maybe not wanting to go down the path of something traditional or something that is very typically done. Taurus could be significant. Yeah, this is the truth. So you are definitely walking what they call the path less traveled. You doing something that's not common. You doing something people don't trust. It's causing you to have faith because it's unconventional. It's not how you usually do things. But there's some sort of plan that you need to be putting into motion. Yeah, putting into motion, because there seems to be a sore spot here when it comes to family or having some sort of wish fulfillment of family. Maybe you have been traumatized by that. Information. Somebody could be spreading the information, spreading the knowledge, telling people that you're hurt, your family hurt. Somebody thinks you're hurt. Somebody's family is inflicting some sort of trauma here. Yeah, this person may not want to share responsibilities with you, and there you are existing in this Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, somebody's not responsible, and it's causing you to be like in your feelings, or maybe things aren't balancing out. There is a sense of needing some sort of help, getting assistance. Six of Pentacles. Need assistance here. Or maybe it's here because Spirit is telling you not to worry with the Nine of Swords in reverse. So it's not something you should be necessarily worried about. We're trying to get you to see that you've escaped whatever like trap or poverty that they tried to put you in. Okay, I got the Star card to the Five of Pentacles. So you escaped a trap. Yeah, now you do have several like cups that you can drink from or pour from, and this is going to cause you to kind of, again, I'm picking up surrendering control. So too many cups. Maybe there's a leakage here. You need to find the leak. If you're not able to manifest or call in what you want there, you need to find where the energy is leaking. Maybe you're putting your energy in too many places. Yeah, it's something that you could be building, and maybe you're building it secretly. You're building it in the shadows, because I got the Moon card here. Building with care. Building in the shadows, because this King of Pentacles in reverse, this person could be watching. This person's stubborn, and there's a third party that they could be dealing with that maybe they could have paid or offered some sort of opportunity to do some sort of work here so they could avoid a tower. They invested. It's like whatever it is that could happen, as opposed to you succeeding and having favor, that shit is really gonna fuck with their overall, as part of my friends say. But this is a business owner. It's like, I've invested too much to turn back now. So if you wonder like, why does this energy keep coming towards you, it's because they've already invested. This person could be calling in favors, like people that they know personally, like, hey, help me out with this, you owe me this favor. Yeah, somebody's trying to avoid a tower of being under judgment. So they're battling with everything they've got. They are using all of their resources, all of the information that they think may change the way this all plays out. This person is manipulating a lot of details. King of Swords in the reverse. They're manipulating a lot of details. Now, if this is a duo working together, this air sign masculine, his karmic tail, he's manipulating someone into walking away from a situation so that he can tap into the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this person sees this as they're trying to get this person to do this, like, hey, you walk away, but then they'll be there to collect. Somebody built their strength off of an Empress in reverse, and this person could be trying to get out of this mental trap, or this plan that to trap them, and it's been less than desirable, and someone seems to be speaking about some delaying someone's future, delaying delaying someone's progress. They shared some information about 3 to 4 weeks ago, possibly with a Virgo, and it's coming out, some information is coming out about an Emperor in reverse, Aries. Virgo and Aries, somebody could have abused their power and deceived someone, and now that deception is out in the open, and now they're having a hard time, like, finding alignment. This is an unequal partnership. This person could be embarrassed because they really poured their energy into this individual, Knight of Cups, and this person, they went ahead and betrayed them with the Ten of Swords. So they're no longer together. This could have been involving an ex-lover, possibly a King of Cups, a father figure. He could be a Cancer. Somebody was in a relationship and it's over, and their money is slowed down. They don't have anything to put into this project. So again, assessing the people that this person is using to go up against you or has used in the past is the name of the game. Yeah, these people have been actively battling you because maybe they see that you are having some sort of plan, or maybe you're still pushing forward here. You're still protected. You still have a vision. You still realize that, you know, you can plant things. You can do things. You're still sitting on solid ground, and they're fighting like hell when it comes to this, because you continue, like I say, you continue to take action and, you know, move independently, and you've detached from some sort of fear here, fear of instability, fear of not playing out, and now a person is in regret because they didn't give you an offer in the past, and now they're believing that, or hoping that, you no longer want to fight with them. Maybe you're looking to build or grow, tap in on a harvest. Yeah, this is not a chance that you should be giving. Somebody screwed their last chance with you up. Whatever, like, goals that they had or some plans they had, that's what they was doing, trying to delay you. So that's why this situation got to be over. See, somebody has to answer for, like, that negative stuff they did in the background. Like, they don't want you to know, because if you knew what they done, you would probably never do business with them again. You never deal with them again. But see, they feel like they got away with it, but they're never going to be able to come back in your energy until they confess, and they got to deal with whether you choose to deal with them or not, right? Yeah, they've done something unjustified to you, Libra. They've done something unjustified to steer you away, to take away an opportunity from you by force. Yeah, somebody could have lost a job. Yeah, try to get you to lose a job, delaying you from making progress. Again, with the Two of Knives in reverse, you sensing that this King of Wands in reverse was moving foul, was the reason that you had a burden on your back in the first place. He was 1111. Yeah, this could have been, he could have hid his personality for a long time, but now that this cycle has ended, you're not looking to make peace with this person, because that's a negative cycle that you've been in, and it's just been kind of just upside down, topsy-turvy, Temperance in reverse. You haven't been able to really set anything on solid ground, and that's really what you desire. So, you know, you thinking that you're building a legacy with this energy is kind of holding you up. It's a martyrship, because you're the one that has to heal this person. They don't have it in them. They need your energy. They don't have their own energy to do this. So you would have to have some sort of patience, follow your insight. Yeah, you need to realize that this Magician in reverse, there is a feminine magician here. She could be a Gemini or an air sign feminine here. She's manipulating. Somebody's doing baneful magic. Manipulating two people. It's two of them. It's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and it's a Queen of Swords in reverse, doing some sort of baneful magic. Again, this is why it's gonna take patience for all of this to really pan out, because there's so many, like, loose ends and loose parts. Could be doing baneful magic, thinking you don't know, trying to strip you of some sort of knowledge, strip you of some sort of, like, comfort. Take it where it resonates. Yeah, they haven't given up. That's what I'm hitting on. They quiet, but the quiet is this energy, like, plotting and planning and strategizing, right? Still trying to get away with something, trying to make a smooth getaway. They still trying to get away with it. Spirit says no deal though. Capricorn, you could be a Capricorn, or they could, and you could just have decided that this is not a contract, you know, that you want to play in. You don't want to do this. This person has bad intentions, and you could be, you know, quite blessed at the moment. And when people collaborate with you, they absorb those blessings. They get a chance to sit under that umbrella. Yeah, these people from your past, there's a sense of tapping into your energy, and presently, you know, what you've done, what you're dealing with is no longer a mystery. Like, it's not. Your power is very evident here, because someone tried to cause chaos in your life so that you couldn't provide, and this person maybe thought they could disguise themselves, or they could, like a chameleon, like an iguana, I'm gonna be able to blend in. I'm gonna blend in. Maybe somebody thought they could hide this ending, hide a death, disguising death. Yeah, you can't trust this person. This person may have tried to cover up some sort of ending like that. Scorpio, Gemini, Taurus. It's no mystery. Someone's power. Someone, like, they get their boost from causing chaos in the lives of others. That's what they're saying. Yeah, that's where they get that boost from. This person causes chaos, and then they just strip you of everything. This person may be trying to disguise themselves, but they have death energy on them. This person is not to be trusted. Yeah, they could be trying to trap you. You need to follow your instincts. And collectively, there's someone who's not focused on being cunning. Maybe as you go into this rebirth, that's not like what you're doing. But these people that play these games with you, play basically on what you're creating. This hasn't changed, right? You don't want to do this. You don't want to walk this walk. You are very concerned about staying within the light, and this is not something you need to be concerned with, because they plan on the fact that you are trying to renew yourself, and they don't want you to change. So there's a need to have confidence, and don't forget that you are loved. And when you communicate, you need to communicate like as such, but also communicate, maybe code language is also specific to someone, because I got secret here. Yeah, you gotta, whatever you doing, you gotta be quiet about it, because someone is consumed with making sure you take a L. They don't want you to protect it. They don't want you to adapt. This person's trying to trick you into thinking they've healed, and you know, they could be determined to get you to believe them. But again, you know, this person was mean in the past. This could be a family friend. So you need to be wise, because being like a coward being a coward is going to need to be laid to rest. It's something you need to put in the back of the line, because joy, you find joy. This is not a time for you to be fearless, okay? Of course, it's time for you to be patient, but you may be defenseless, but beneath the surface, you know, there may be some things you're checking out, but there's a need for you to know that other things are playing out behind the scenes. Things are growing for you. Your strength is building, okay? Somebody is having a hard time coming after you. This person you were in a relationship with, a Libra or a Sagittarius, they've lost the inspiration here, because they know that they would have to hide, you know, hide it, act like they care, hide something they're taking care of, hide their family, hide a kid, hide something personal. Cancer could be significant. So too many loose ends, too much going on in the background. But the main focus is on you succeeding. Just, it fucks them up. Part of my friends say it messes them up all the way. So this person's main focus is making sure you don't come up out of whatever hole it is they tried to kick you in. Because if you do, then guess what that proves? Like, they're the one with the issue. They're the ones causing all the chaos and the problems, and they just can't have that. So, you know, you have to push through a little longer. And, you know, different levels, different devils. So it's not like with the scope of purpose that you have, you're going to be able to like sit by meekly and just have this, like it's the saying, like you want to just be able to walk away and have some harmony. But no, that's not how this works. You still within a battle. And maybe you set up like parameters and wards and things so that you can kind of counteract a lot of that. But you got to understand what's going on beneath the surface, what's going on beneath, everything that's being like pushed in your face right now. You got to kind of understand that, right? And don't let it like bring you down, but let you know, again, y'all know my favorite thing to say, stay ready so you don't got to get ready, period. You got your wards, you're taking your protective baths, you're doing your cleansings. You have a plan already set into stage. So when the chaos hits, things are still moving for you. You have movement, not just aimless motion, right? You ain't just running in circles. You've already prepped for the incident at hand, and this person's like banking on you not thinking with a clear mind. They're banking on you operating out of survival mode. I do sense someone who's operating out of like old data. Like you've evolved and this person is like attacking you based off of some old information that they know about you. An old version. And you've updated. So don't allow them to pull you back into that same like vortex of darkness, right? Because that's the only way they can get to you. Now, someone definitely needed to hear this message today, so yeah. Someone definitely needs to hear this message. Now, because there are, again, layers to your particular situation, I would definitely recommend a spiritual strategy session 2 or 3 today to assess the if any damage. I want to be saying assess the damage, but assessing where you may have areas of opportunities, how I'm gonna put that, and then piecing back together your strategy and your plan in a way that benefits you and kind of allows you that surrender, while also knowing where you need to focus your energy. So those sessions are very, very important for that, y'all. So make sure you click on the link in my bio and get on my list today so that we can get March started off with a bang in alignment. As you know, March is around the corner. And if you haven't already, make sure y'all join my Patreon so you can have access to the digital grimoire and the Cush Almanac on a daily basis, okay? And there are thousands, honestly, thousands of spells and rituals that you can tap into. Of course, I got some new ones coming for the spring, but you guys can tap into different protection workings and cleansing baths, and there's even cloaking oil recipes that you guys can tap into and make your own oils. Now, if y'all not into making your own products, I do have a boutique apothecary under houseofcush.com. Some of those items are available on my link tree, but if you want to get into the full store apothecary, aka, then you would need to go to the official website and check out those products, because we do make them in-house and I do make them small batched, so it's authentic. The ingredients are researched, and we're working with planetary days and hours when I get ready to make you guys your products and your spiritual supplies. So if you don't feel like doing it, I got you, okay? Check me out. Now, other than that, I definitely appreciate you guys for tapping in and continuing to engage and support the podcast. I noticed that you guys, have been chit-chatting with me and commenting, and I definitely want to encourage y'all to keep doing that. Even if I hit a little like, that's like me saying, like, I agree with you, I resonate with the information you put, So, I'm there in spirit. I'm there in spirit, okay? But yes, we will definitely chit chat soon. Again, don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You never know who it can help. I appreciate y'all, and we will definitely run that back. We will chat soon. 11:22 on the timestamp. Y'all have a good day. Have a good Friday, loves.